Calling the Monday, August 11th meeting of the Ayer Board of Health to order. All right, is Barry all set?
Want me to read the paragraph?
Yeah, if you would please.
This meeting hearing of the Ayer Board of Health will be held in person at the location provided on this notice. Members of the public are welcome to attend this meeting in person. Please note that while an option for remote attendance and/or participation via Zoom is being provided as a courtesy to the public, the meeting or hearing will not be suspended or terminated if technological problems interrupt the virtual broadcast unless otherwise required by law. Members of the public with a particular interest in a specific item on the agenda should make plans for in-person versus virtual attendance accordingly. This meeting will be live on Zoom. The public may access the proceedings by joining the Zoom meeting ID 978-772-8220 or by calling 929-205-6099. For additional information about remote participation, please contact Samantha Benoit, Administrative Coordinator at sbenoit@ayer.mass.us or 978-772-8220, extension 145, prior to the meeting.
Thank you very much. Public input. You're here for the motel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nope, I see no public. I don't think we have any public online, so let's get right to it then. We have a motel hotel license for Neshoba Valley Inns and Suites at 18 Pittsburgh Road. So, application has been submitted. I know that we've had a lot of, like additional information has come in. Anything that anyone would like to ask? We have a representative here.
No, I just want to make sure. Do you want him to join us at the table, or do you want him to sit?
Oh, yeah, come up and join us. Sure. Come sit at the table.
What's your name?
Tushar?
Okay, you've been on the emails.
Yes.
Tushar, yes.
T-U-S-H-R, Tushar.
And
Yes.
what's your role at the?
I'm the owner.
Oh, you're the owners. Okay. So you're converting from a shelter
To
back to
the.
Do you have any indication you may be going back to a shelter again, or?
No, like, I think during the shelter, there was some miscommunication happened between us and the town, because when we were approached by the organization NGO, they said they will take care of the conversation with the town, and they never did, and then it looked like we hided it. But they wanted to initiate the
I
conversation.
got you,
They
yeah.
said they wanted, since there will be kids going to the school, so they have to plan with the school and all that. So like we never initiated the conversation, and and meanwhile they didn't do anything either, and like it
yeah.
appeared as we were hiding the whole
No,
the
are they
conversation.
involved in your business at all any longer?
No, not at all.
What was the
Okay.
date that they were done?
30th June. I'm the last day of the June.
June.
Yes.
So you have no relationship with anyone or anything regarding the shelter?
Correct.
And you're aware that before you can operate, you have to have a license from us?
Yes. So there was a bad part from my side on that one. I thought we had applied the license in the previous year, but it was denied since we were in a shelter. And even though it might have been approved, I came to know it was only for 1 year. So I was contacted by, I would say, Miss Bridget. I received the call, and I think, I don't know the date, but it was somewhere around 10th July or so, and I was informed that I don't have a permit to operate.
Yep.
And since I haven't applied for it, so I went to the office same day and applied in a town as well as in the Nashoba board on the same day.
If I recall, last time you were here, you have other motel hotels as well.
Yes, we do. Yes.
I don't have any issue with relicensing. I have an issue if you operate without a license. That's a concern.
Yes, yeah, that's on me. And I will take the punishment, whatever it is. But as I said, then once during the first inspection, I was told like that building, the office building, we have two building. One is the office building. The second one is the two-story building. So the office building was inspected, and it failed the inspection from the um, electrical perspective. Like there was some wiring that needs to be taken care, and there was some panels has the open slots in it, so it was majorly electrical, and the two rooms were missing the smoke detectors. The heat detectors were in a place, so it failed the inspection, and I was told not to operate.
Yep.
But I misinterpreted their statement. I thought, and they inspected, I would say, two or three rooms in the two-story building, and there was no issue with it. The one-story building, the office building, has the kitchen in it. The two-story building does not have any kitchens or anything,
I see.
and there is no panel inside the room either. So that was the whole main reason that the one-story building, the office building, failed the inspection. So what I misinterpreted is that statement as like, since there was no violation on the two-story building, I'm still allowed to honor the reservations. Like we're
Yeah,
not
I
taking the
understand.
walk-ins, we're just honoring the reservations that we had the in a place,
Yeah,
and that one-story building, the office building is the one-story building, was never rented out after it violated the, I mean, it failed the inspection.
yeah,
Within a 1 week, we addressed all the issues. But since, and from there to like town came for the re-inspection the second time,
yeah,
even during that
yeah,
while, we didn't rent out that one-story building, even though everything was approved by the fire and the town. But at the time,
yeah,
as I say, we had not permit, so we didn't rent that out
yeah.
one
I see what you're
at
saying.
all.
Yeah.
So the thing I misunderstood, or the mishap happened from my side, is there was no violation on the one-story building. So until the application is under the
So you
review,
thought they
I'm
were talking
I'm
about the
honoring,
two?
like
Yeah,
I mean, town is okay with me honoring the reservations. That was the bad part from my side.
yeah. I see what you're saying. Just remember, it's the paper. You got to have the permit.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree, and I said like there was no intention to disobey the instructions. Otherwise, we would have rented the I mean, the office building as well, if because if we wanted to break a law, I mean, break the rules, we would do it with the another building too, but there was never an intention.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah, I just
what you're
want to
saying.
make it clear
Yeah.
from my perspective that we want to make sure
Right,
this,
and during the second inspection, I was out of the state, so I had to send someone from the another property. They were not aware of the what's going on and what the broader picture of it. So I, I don't know, like they were informed like you cannot host anybody, and they said sorry, we will not do it. But I get again, like we had the reservations on the same day, and people came in for the check-in, so that appeared as we are still lying, we are still allowing the people to stay in,
Yeah.
even though he said that. And then I think thus on the next day we received the notice of the violation, and we were given 7 p.m. or something the time. So on that day I came around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. back to the town, and then I contacted the police department because there were some guests who didn't want to leave it, and
Yeah.
I asked for the help.
Okay. I understand.
I understand from Bridget that the inspections, everything passed. So I have no other issues, just making it clear that the
Okay.
permit needs to be in place.
Does the permit, Bridget, is it a 12-month basis? So like, will this permit expire a year from now, or like what's his renewal schedule going forward?
They'll have to renew again in December.
Okay, so keep that in mind that
So
then,
when can I apply for the renewal? Like, is there any timeline that it
Think
starts?
Annette will send out the renewals. Annette sends out the renewals.
okay, it'll
Not
come
many.
in probably like November,
December, yeah. I think it's January 1st is the, I forget, but.
Okay, so the permits are on a calendar year, so today, if we vote for your permit, then it'll run through the end of this
Okay.
year. Just kind of keep that date in
Right,
mind,
yes.
that as of January 1st, you're gonna need a new one, so.
Right.
Okay, got it.
And we can apply for the permit, I mean renewal for in the November or December.
Yeah.
Do we have to wait
Yeah.
for the packet to arrive, or
I
we
would wait
can?
for it to arrive so we have the same system
Yeah.
going.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Yep.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
can I make a motion?
you absolutely can.
I'll make a motion that we issue, do we have the permit in front of us?
Do you have the application, Sam or Bridget? Or
I held it until you made the
you
decision.
held it,
and then-
okay. So we can just do it on the property, I guess.
I would make a motion that we issue the motel hotel license for Neshoba Valley Inn's suites at 18 Fitchburg Road for the calendar year ending December 31st, 2025.
Gotcha. Well, no discussion. I guess if it's just you and me, all in favor? Oh, I have to second it. I second that motion. Jeez. All right, all in favor? Aye. Okay. You're all set.
Is there any question?
No.
So,
No, you're good
like,
to
do
go.
I have to wait until to open the hotel until I receive the paper, or?
Nope, you're good. We'll send it tomorrow. Okay?
So if someone's waiting, you can let them in now.
No, there is nobody. We have, like, since we weren't sure, like, how it will go, so we have blocked it for whole week.
I understand,
We will
yeah.
open.
You can start renting tonight.
Yeah, you're good. You're good to go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right.
Miss Bridget, if may I ask, like, will it get mail or do I have to pick it up from?
We'll mail it. Yep.
Okay, any other Neshoba update for us in particular?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
I did a housing inspection at 125 West Main Street. We'll be
Yeah,
getting that probably in the next packet.
all right, that
That was
sounds
the address.
good.
One of the old ones.
Yeah, there was one for mold.
Maybe that was a different one. Yeah, they might have called me directly. Nope, just I've done some food inspections. We sent that over to Board of Health office. Nothing major.
Okay.
I think the beach is okay. We did a testing sample at the outfall at Sandy Pond. That came back clear.
Yep. Yeah, we got that on the list. The complaint for Shop and Save was closed out. It seems like a long time ago now,
Yeah.
but that was right. It was shortly after the last meeting. So I think we're okay there. What about the smoking at Pond Street? Is that you or who
I
did
think
those smoking complaints go to?
They would go to Ken Martin, Housing Authority.
Gotcha.
I called him.
Okay, you did. You made
I
contact.
called his assistant. His voicemail was full.
Okay. All right.
But he knows.
At any rate, it's not a.
Yeah, that's right.
He knows.
Okay. All right.
He knows.
That sounds good. There was a rabid skunk, just kind of on stuff that's sort of related to you. There was a rabid skunk in town, just so that people know. It was, you have the bite report?
I don't have a bite report. I thought I did, but I haven't been given one yet.
Okay.
I do have an email.
So do we know like what part of town the?
I believe it was around
High Street? That's
Highland, something like.
Yeah,
I don't remember if it was
okay.
High or Highland, but
On
one
the
of
hill.
on the hill.
On the hill, yeah.
Thank
What
you.
happened was, I believe, if I remember correctly, a couple of dogs were bitten. No people
Yeah,
were
Couple
bitten.
of dogs, and the dogs are okay.
And the dogs are fine. They had already been vaccinated, so all that was taken care of.
Yeah.
The animal was, the skunk was confirmed as rabid.
Yep.
But at least no people. So just kind of, folks, keep your eyes out for mammals behaving strangely, and bats in your house is the other thing.
Julie will probably drop this bite report off next time
Okay.
she creates them and then
Yeah.
gives me a copy, but she usually waits for a stack to.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I thought because she had dropped some off recently-ish.
Oh, yeah, so she kind of batches them. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay. Sandy Pond Beach, I guess, we are open right now as we speak.
I just think it's important that people know that when the beach is contaminated, it doesn't mean the pond is contaminated.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
And
got
the
you.
outflow of the pond was tested and it's not contaminated.
Yeah, we periodically have, issues with the beach closing for E. coli that,
Well, my understanding is it's because of the geese on the beach, and
yeah,
that is the park department's purview to make sure it doesn't happen.
yeah, that does kind of make sense. So if Parks Department wants to look into it, I did a little bit of looking online, and it kind of seems like there's not a lot that you can do that's really effective outside of renting a dog.
I know people
the
that have
goose
border
dogs.
collies, and
Yeah,
that's what
right.
they
You
do.
can rent them.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, but at least things are open. The E. coli's down at the beach, and as Steve pointed out, the outflow is good. So we know the whole pond isn't contaminated.
And I did talk to Heather, the conservation agent. She was going to see if there was anything she knew of, not necessarily to drive the geese off, but might help with.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious about, is there anything you can do to kind of treat the water
She's
or
been
scare away the geese?
looking into a lot of plants, not just for the pond, but all over town. There's some plants that will remove toxins.
Oh, interesting.
Doing a lot of research. She added
Yeah,
E.
that's an
coli to her
interesting.
list.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to go to see what could be planted there to, I guess, filter the water better. Huh. Okay.
Yep.
For old business, we have the harm reduction update. Nothing new on harm reduction really, but opioid abatement funds working group. We have the draft of the document that needs to go to towns to look at, to think about signing, to get us into this coalition so that we can share funding. I have not done that yet, but I'm going to forward that to Robert and Carly now that it's on my mind again, and ask them to just take a look and what the next steps are. The survey update. Survey is up and running.
Survey is up and running.
Some responses.
We have some responses. The survey is set to run for another 12 days or something.
Okay.
I had it set for a month. So,
Yeah. Okay.
we've got 24 responses at this point.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have Max send it out again as a.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Nothing crazy, information wise.
But at least some people are finding it.
Yeah,
and
people are giving us some answers. I will say at this point in time, that ranking of like how would you want us to, how the money would be spent.
Yeah.
And the highest ones are opioid use disorder treatment, including medication and therapeutic counseling, and then connections to care, including early intervention and identification of individuals at risk.
Okay.
So that's sort of where everyone is.
Awesome. If anyone is listening online, just so you know, if you haven't seen it or heard it, there is a survey on how Ayer should, handle at least their vote anyway, for the opioid abatement funds that we're probably going to enter into some kind of regional group for. So if you are interested in having some input, definitely go online. It's on the town website, right?
It's on the town website. It was on Facebook.
Okay.
It was sent out in a mass email for the town's mailing list.
Okay.
79% of people at this point are all for pooling funds.
Yeah, it does it makes sense.
When I get the final things, I'll send them out to you.
Perfect. That works. Think we're good on old business. Anything else for old business or harm reduction or opioids? All right, call log. We do have our call log, which I looked through and kind of knew a little bit about most of the things that were going on here. So I don't think there's anything. It was the smoking one that I wasn't sure on the follow-up for that. So, okay. So that goes to Ken.
There was a call that I got today. I was going to send it to you, Bridget, and then the there was some technical difficulties, so I had a hard time emailing people for most of the day. So that's why I didn't get you. We got a call from some people at Isaac's Lane and the Housing Authority, and apparently there's a pretty massive mold problem.
So the
over
tenants
there.
didn't call. Some lady called me today, and I talked to her and just told her that.
Okay. I didn't know if she got a hold of you or what happened. I don't know if there's anything we can do.
Where is Isaac Lane? I know the name,
And
but.
South of Groton School Road.
Yeah, okay, that's kind of, yeah, that's where I thought. Okay. Okay.
As of how it is, I'm not really sure.
Did you say that's for the housing authority? Does Ken know? Okay.
What housing authority property is?
Isaac Lane is owned by the Housing Authority.
I didn't know that.
It was built intentionally for that.
I didn't know that.
Is it duplexes? Is that the?
They're all duplexes.
Okay.
It's got to be 20 years old by now.
Yeah.
Really? I knew that the place was there, but I didn't know that it was run by housing authority. Okay.
I'll just send Ken an email now.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we all set with call log minutes?
So, Madam Chair,
Yes.
I left the meeting before it was over. I think we should wait on the minutes until.
We can do that
Tricia's
until
here.
Tricia's back.
Well, even though there's nothing important after I left, although everything is important,
All important.
but if I sign it,
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay.
We'll hold those until next time.
Yep, we can hold off on that one then. And for administrative matters, do we have any fowl permits? Animals and fowls? Or any bills or
I have
mail?
several things. Alright, I will start with animal and fowl permits.
Okay.
I have 3 for sure. And I have a 4th one I was going to ask. Bridget, did you ever make it to Union Street? The one
I
with
made
the-
it to Union Street. Julie didn't show up. So.
Okay, so you want to hold off on that one still. So I have 3 permits. 33 Groton Shirley Road has 12 chickens.
Okay.
9 Mountain Laurel has 3 ducks.
Oh my God.
And 22 Jonathan Drive has 7 chickens.
Okay.
these all renewals or are these?
Yep, they are all renewals.
And everything's,
Everyone's happy and paid and
sense.
Madam Chair, I move we renew the permits for 33 Groton Shirley Road, 9 Mountain Laurel Road, and 22 Jonathan Drive for permits as indicated.
Okay, I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right.
so as a general update on our chickens, I have one gentleman, he paid, he never filled out the form, I called him, something ate all his chickens, so
Oh,
he's like, I don't need a permit, but I will you, like, apply the 30? It's like, yeah, I'll
Yeah,
apply your $30
really?
when you,
Hope they were tasty.
I know.
yes.
I've had 2 new ones, but they've only kind of like half filled them out, and now they're playing. They won't answer their phones or their emails, so I don't quite know. I'm gonna give them to Julie so she can
Yeah.
take care of that. We have one person from last year who no longer has chickens.
Okay.
She did very kindly inform me that she just can't care for them anymore. And there are 2 other addresses Julie sort of called me about to keep an eye on to see if they have applied. They haven't yet. I got to get those addresses from her again.
Okay.
They've been a little,
They're like addresses where she thinks they have chickens.
so she's been investigating. They're both on Willard Street.
Okay.
One of the ones on Willard Street we have attempted to contact before. They only speak Portuguese, and so we've had some difficulties
With
trying to get that. I did translate everything into Portuguese and tried to send
Yeah.
it that way, and we've gotten a little funny. So I gotta
Yeah, okay.
reconnect with Julie to figure out how do we want to get these.
Okay.
But she has checked them out anyway, and all the chickens appear to be healthy. So.
All right, that's good. Yeah. And we have all the renewals then from last year?
Yeah, everyone's all
Okay.
set except for the poor gentleman whose chickens were eaten.
Oh, jeez, I know.
I called him and he was like, something ate him. I don't know.
Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, jeez.
For bills and other things, I got an update from the Family Dollar. It's just an update to their permit. We asked that they list all the officers for their business and all that.
Oh,
They've had
okay,
a huge
that's-
changeover.
Yeah,
So they
that's why that was in that.
Yeah, that was just in my email. So they very nicely emailed us over the change of names.
Okay. So that's just an update to their
And then
file.
I have 2 bills from the Ayer Animal Medical Center. I have a bill for $304.88 for the testing of a rabid skunk.
Yep.
And then a $20 bill for the shipping of a rabid skunk.
Oh, jeez, yeah, gotcha. All right.
We've been doing some bat testing too.
Yeah?
I don't know if they were specifically air bats. I think one of them at least was.
Are these just bats that you
Somebody caught.
catch or that somebody's bringing in? You're not,
I'm not.
well, not you personally,
No, so
but
they're-
Neshoba's not.
No, we're
checking
not. They're
bats,
just
okay.
bringing them as gifts to us.
Oh, okay.
Lovely.
I gotcha. Yeah.
I move we approve the bills for the Animal Medical Center for the rabbit bat and shipping of rabbit skunk, not the rabbit bat. Shipping and the testing, $304.88 and $20.
All right. I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Do I have to sign these?
Yes, please.
Okay. Just the people bringing bats into you kind of worries me a little bit because you don't really feel bat bites. You have to be really careful handling bat. Better yet, don't handle bats. So if you have a bat, I know you might want to get it tested, but it's not a great idea to try to trap it and bring it anywhere.
Yeah, and then we do ask that they call ahead of time, not just show up with a bat because
Yeah.
the front staff isn't equipped to handle
Yeah,
it.
they're not really.
Sometimes they're alive.
The bat intake facility isn't always staffed. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, just be careful, people, with bats.
Yeah, they think they killed them, then they come back to life in the refrigerator.
Oh, geez, great. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It is kind of the zombie bat. Anything else for bills or
That was the only bill.
mail?
Just so you know, I gave Samantha a bill for printer ink.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If I need to bring it here, I can do that too, but
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we can figure out what to do with that one. Okay, upcoming meetings. I think we'll probably shoot for, as usual, that second Monday in September. And I don't have anything special for that, just kind of an update on what is going on with people, but as we get closer, we can, because I know that there's a couple of things kind of brewing out there that people want to talk to us about. We need to talk to Joan Hamlin about possible changes to staff.
Yeah.
Whatnot, but it's a hard time to nail stuff down and get it done in the summer. All right, that's all I have. Anyone else?
we adjourn.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.